Finally, a McDaniel's cafe at Green Noah 1, man. We don't have to trek to the moon anymore. It's easy to get one built when you gas their headquarters. Their headquarters is in Amman. Don't gas Amman. I have good memories there. Lost my virginity. Me and the lady, we drove up to Grenada the next day and got hitched. Such a shame she died during the 1-week war. Ditto most of my family. One time in Amman, a man gave me decaf, so I accused him of being an anti-Federation terrorist and made him walk out onto the lunar surface. You expanded like a balloon. You know, you are such a fascist. No, that's what everyone says. Quite frankly, a little played out. Gas a call on me recently? I'm sorry, I can't hear you over the sound of EFF bureaucratic nonsense taking 6 months to actually do something. Oh my God, I have to requisition a document. My job is so hard. Speaking of documents, the Titans are now funding our breakfast. What time is it? Do they sell burgers yet? Do I want a burger? It should be a problem. Do you know how much the Titans test team spends on bespoke mobile suits? You'd be amazed how much EFF spends on high-end escorts. We really need to allocate resources better. Your boy Jamatov better be handling things. By the way, how did you become a Titan? You never told me. During the 1-year war, my squad found a Xi'an encampment in Thailand. Rather than do an all-out attack, we decided to sell them cigarettes as civilians. Did you know that most Spacenoids don't know what nicotine is? Or how addictive its properties are? After that, they were hooked. It was easy to get one soldier to sell out their entire squadron for 1 pack of cigarettes. Let's just say, Basque really appreciated my tactics. Although it is extremely evil to get someone addicted to nicotine, it isn't the most inhumane story you told me. So, I forgot to mention that we laced the cigarettes with poison. Yep, there it is. They were all dead within a week. You know, I think Basque really liked my willingness to break the Antarctic Treaty. Laced cigarettes. You know, I don't quite get what you Titans members do exactly, but as long as my McDaniel's coffee doesn't go up in price, I'm quite happy. Amen, brother. All right. I gotta head over to Side 1, Colony 30. Riots are getting out of control. I've been given full authority to do whatever I want. Today's gonna be a good day. Catch you later. All right, buddy, I'll catch you later. He's totally gonna commit genocide. But at least I can enjoy the bold aroma and the smooth flavor of McDaniel's coffee for a valuable price.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly. La 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 la. 'Tis the season to...
So you, doing anything for Christmas? Yeah, I'm going to visit a friend over at Side 6. He lost a lot of men on Christmas during the 1-year war. It was a weird accident. I'm going to go cheer him up. He always talked about how he lost his men, but it was so haunting how he described this one child that was on the scene of the crime. He kept yelling the words Bernie, Bernie, Bernie over and over again. Haunting. War orphans. I create those every day. Yeah, well, I'm not you. I don't regret what I did during the 1-year war, but I know for a fact that I created so many war orphans. Man, the cycle of violence just keeps continuing. Well, I'm working on Christmas. The children of Side 1 better obey curfew if they want to have a happy Christmas. Leave the children alone, especially after what you did at Colony 30. People hate us now. Unless you're talking about Shangri-La, then give them hell. I hate that place. I'm doing this for baby Jesus. And no, I'm heading to Londinium. Hey, I hate Londinium the same way you hate Shangri-La. Because of the pores? Exactly. I hope EFF doesn't ever establish a base on Side 1. So you're doing nothing for Christmas? Nope. But I am heading to Von Braun City for New Year's Eve. I haven't been to Von Braun since that one time in '83 and we got blackout drunk. You remember that one-armed guy we made fun of for becoming a junker? The guy had a family. You psychologically broke the man into thinking he needed to return to the glory days of Zion. He technically helped the Delaz conflict. We technically helped the Delaz conflict. I still haven't told my commanding officer about that. Human pride is the dumbest thing ever. That man had a loving wife and a family, and he let two drunk nihilists like us dictate the outcome of his ending. Oh, we're all statistics. Well, that's just another war orphan you created, by the way. Even while on shore leave, we create war orphans. Why do we even take this gig? Because if you didn't, you would have to go into the private sector. You think Anaheim Electronics is going to hire you? Especially after you fraternize with all the employees? What can I say? I'm a sucker for a woman in a baby blue uniform. I mean, not so much of a sucker that I would uproot my life based off of what two drunks say. But, you know. How's your son and wife doing, by the way? My what? Well, Merry Christmas, war orphans. This one's for you. Stupid Industrial 7 incident. Oh, hey, what's up? Look at the uniform. Looking good. I hate Londonian. I think the words you are looking for are thank you so much for getting me a job after being a filthy war criminal. You're welcome, best buddy. How was jail, by the way? I had the biggest harem of prison bitches in all of Luna 2. They won't forget me. I did miss this coffee, however. Federation prison system uses instant. Now that should be a war crime. So catch me up on everything I missed. I mean, most of your new coworkers are former AUG members, so they're going to give you the side eye for, you know, trying to gas them. So the AUG grew big enough to take down the Titans and Neo-Zeon? Never saw it coming. Actually, most of the AUG was useless, and Neo-Zeon was taken out by a bunch of children who stole an Argama-class ship, so. Children? Before Neo-Zeon fell, they dropped a colony onto Earth, but it didn't detonate, so now it looks like Earth has an erect penis. Now I know you're messing with me. By the way, did you get in contact with my brother over at Lhasa? No. I asked for one thing. I'm gonna let you figure that one out on your own. Next, you're gonna tell me we invented magic. I mean, kind of. The heroes of the one-year war stopped Axis from falling to Earth somehow. Some say Shar and Amado transcended their bodies. Academics have no general consensus as to what happened. Now's the time to start a cult. Praise the light of the moon. Speaking of the moon, do you remember that group of hippies that live in that hidden theme park colony? Well, it turns out that they have been growing a narcotic that turns people into cyber-new-types over a few decades. Wait. So you're telling me that a bunch of hippies created a natural drug that EFF and Xeon were trying to create for decades? You wanna try some? Yes, please. Whew. I'm high enough to control 3, maybe 4 funnels tops. Have you met Commander Bright yet? It's embarrassing being under his command. I just don't trust a commander who doesn't have a beard. Maybe in an alternate universe. Do you know his kid stole a Jagan and fought during Shar's rebellion? I hope that kid becomes a terrorist and gets killed in action and Bright never finds his body. Dude, that is grim. Here, you haven't taken enough high coca. Take another bump. You've been in prison for war crimes for 5 years. How are you still a higher rank than me? I don't understand the military. I'm gonna apply to the Viz Foundation. I mean, Dr. Nagano may need help on the Delta program. How are you with booster binders? You know, your coworker Lucette makes my boosters bind, if you know what I mean. What's she up to these days? She's dead. Such a shame. Hey, what about me? I'm just gonna stop you right there and let you know that I don't know any of my female coworkers' relationship status. Really? What a weird work environment. I don't really understand you military types. I'm starting to think that we're just friends so you could get close to the Anaheim girls. And I think you're onto something. So I'm gonna take my leave before that fascist gets here. Let me know if you are serious about joining, okay? Was that one of those Anaheim assholes? Nah. You scared them all away from Grips, remember? Hey, if they didn't want the Titans to procure their latest batch of Luna Titanium that they were going to use on their precious prototypes, then maybe they shouldn't have been ignoring my calls. They're ignoring me for different reasons. Anyways, this anti-Federation group is growing. Is this something we should be worried about? Absolutely not. Besides, I went to Murasame Labs the other day to visit the doctor. He said that he's working on a thing called 2 that'll help us out with the anti-Federation sentiments. He had a thing called 1, but it ended up offing itself. I hope he gets it right one day. Man, I wish I could become a cyber new type. You have to keep a post for more than 2 years. Maybe if you earned the trust of your CO, you would move up in this world. I earned your trust. Questionable. But I tell you what, if you could get promoted in the next 6 months, I might put in a good word to Oakland Labs. What about Murasame Labs? You're barely good enough to be a normal EFF officer. Don't push your luck. You got yourself a deal. At least Oakland isn't a wasteland like the rest of North America. What's going on at Oakland then? They work closely with Augusta Labs. Get this, while touring the labs, I convinced some of the engineers that the kangaroo is the superior form. Kangaroos? The last source of animal protein before we invented cloning back in the old century? Exactly. Engineers study nature and integrate it into their designs. I told them to stop focusing on the bird and start focusing on the kangaroos. How they jump, how they kick, the whole thing. They said they could have something in production in 2 years. Do you ever consider how much your jokes cost the taxpayer? Nope. Oh, that's hot. You know, I'm okay with the red uniforms, but do we really have to rip off the sleeves, especially on the moon? It is cold. Of course, Roberto, the sleeves represent the oppression of the Titans. We ripped them off to show our anti-Federation sentiments. Kind of a vague metaphorical way to show your protest. I'm sure our beam blasts will do a better job. Who are these guys again? Just 2 idiots that find themselves in very important situations. So I bugged them. Sooner or later, they're gonna give us information that even Nanai doesn't know about. Wait, so they are actually going through with this kangaroo-style mobile suit? It's been passed off to that quack scientist, Lauren Nakamoto, although the 2 are working on a project soon in the future. Something regarding clones. We're spending the day spying on these idiots. We're not running training exercises? No, I don't think this will take long. You will be back in your mobile suit by lunch. And that is why there is official EFF documentation on why you can't masturbate in a mobile suit. You know you really... These assholes didn't even go to their shift. They just talked about mundane bureaucracy that they caused. Ricardo, it's Roberto. No, it's not. Let's go meet up with Andy and regroup. You mean Napoli. Whatever. So, you're going to Earth again, huh? How did you know? You do this every time you go to Earth. It's just Earth. We evolved there. It's gross. Earth sweats and I don't like it. It's called dust. You know, we have this in the colonies too. We just filter it out into space. I take 5 naps a day on Earth and I don't like it. I'm constantly fighting gravity. Stop it, gravity. You usually take 4 naps on Grips, so it's not entirely different. Last time I was there, I saw a cloud shoot a beam blast towards the ground. It made a tree catch on fire. That's lightning. I'm starting to think we as a species are getting weak. It's not my fault I evolved in a tin can that has constant temperature control. Is that a sword? Yeah, my former commander gave this to me before he passed away. When Abawaku was turned into the Gates of Zidane, we found a lot of Mukuve's old treasures. This is a ceremonial musketeer sword from the old century. Now, it belongs to me. Do you not have a sword that's emotionally tied to your past? Of course I have a sword. This is an anime after all. What? What? Check this out. I stole this from a group called BGST. They were the ones who took down those true federal nerds last year. Their way of the katana annoys me, so I stole their most precious item, the Tsurugi family sword. I don't even know how to use it. They're gonna be pissed once they find out. What are they gonna do, send their prepubescent commander after me? Oh no, look, a kid with a sword running after me, whatever will I do? Oh, look, it's a Glock. Bang, bang, he's dead. Even in mobile suit battles, short-range attacks are stupid. You don't like beam sabers? Give me a BOA L3 long-range beam rifle, and I could kill an entire Zeke squad before they say Sig Zeon.
Hey, Zeon sympathizer. Q.
I'm telling a story. Be quiet before I arrest you.
Okay, fascist.
You know he's kind of not wrong. Shut up, you're not helping. So, you want a sword fight? What did I just say about short-range weapons? Besides, this thing can't seem to budge. when I pull it open. Here, let me see it. How did you do that? There's some mechanism right here on the hilt. You just gotta flip this and then twist it and then it unlocks.
What kind of fascist idiot doesn't know how to use his own sword?
You know what? Is he dead? Yes. I guess you make a good point about long-ranged attacks. And I didn't even have to get up from my seat. Just more time to drink coffee. So, why are you wearing your old airman's jacket? I'm going to give a commencement speech at the Air Force Academy. You went to the Air Force Academy? The one on Earth? Ew, gravity, gross, no. I'm talking about the one on side 1. Well, it used to be on side 5, but you know, the debris and the bodies and the dead cadets. Oh, those poor dead cadets. We lost our accreditation after that, but they're still kicking. I just find it really hard to believe that your alma mater would honor you. I find it hard to believe anyone would honor you. I will have you know that I am the most decorated living member of my class. Most decorated living member. So you're the only living member of your class. As much as I love school, I got picked on a lot and was told I would never amount to anything. Well, where are they now? That's right, dead. So what are you gonna say? How am I supposed to know what to tell them? I spent my whole life trying to be a test pilot. Then out of nowhere, bam, mobile suits. Now I have to learn a whole new thing. Going to school is for chumps. I enlisted and worked my way up. Eventually, I went to officer training school on the Federation's dime. Tell them that in your speech. I mean, it's mean-spirited, but it's not wrong. What am I supposed to tell them, that they are our future? I would just tell them how I constantly need white noise to sleep at night because the silence brings forth the screams of innocent children that died during the one-year war. Then I would just look at a cadet and go, you. Hey kids, I was hopeful like you. Then half of humanity died in a matter of a week. Suicide would totally be an option if population wasn't so low. Personally, I would fill them with self-doubt. Tell them they're never worthy of becoming a Titan. Throw a little reverse psychology in there. I don't have the confidence to mess with the youth on that level like you do. I'm more of an existential dread kind of guy. You want to tell them the truth while sprinkling in some existential dread? Tell them this. It is better to not wear a normal suit. It's easier to die than it is to suffocate to death. Yeah, it doesn't get any grimmer than that. I tend to agree with you. Kind of makes you wonder why we fought this war in the first place. I thought because the Federation let me do war crimes on the down low. Even people who aren't sociopaths like you find it hard to make it through the one-year war without experiencing some type of war crime. You can't close your eyes forever. Luckily, I don't give advice, I give orders. And if those cadets don't want to follow those orders, I have full authority to execute them. The Titans have too much power. Also, orders and advice aren't the same thing. All right, you want some advice to give to the kids? This is it. The Federation is too big to fail. The best you could do is just take as much money off the top and get out when you can. Somehow that sounds grimmer than suffocating alone in space. Just be happy that the Federation cares more about money than they do about land. You know, come to think about it, we could turn the entire Earth into one EFF-controlled nation-state. We can control immigration on and off world. Get a group to wrangle them all up, like a manhunter of the sorts. I don't know, I'll work on the name. I'm gonna tell this to Jamatov. I don't like it when you have these ideas during our coffee breaks. Last time you needed to name a mobile suit, you called it Hazel, just because I made fun of your hazelnut coffee addiction. I can't tell if you're bad at naming things or really adamant about not letting things go. Never underestimate my determination to hold a grudge. So, are you ready to open up these kids' eyes and show them the truth? No, I'm just gonna say some empty platitudes about them being the future of the Federation. Let them learn the truth head on. So, How's the private life treating you? Exhausting. I barely worked 2 hours when I was at the Federation. Now I have to put in 8 hours? I regret my actions. Oh, you poor thing. Honestly, it's refreshing to work with state-of-the-art equipment unlike the Federation. Did you know during the 1 year war, I used tape to hold up a GM head sensor? I don't know how we won that war. We won because we used children. Speaking of children, that is the one thing that sucks about working with the VIS Foundation. I am beholden to a bunch of trust fund babies. It gets exhausting. I miss the days when I could threaten execution for not listening to me. And I hope they did threaten. I hope they did. You being nostalgic for fascism right now? The good old days. Really? Not in the trenches with your comrades during the 1 year war? Nope. It was the 80s. I made so much money back then at the expense of human suffering. We really knew how to optimize people more efficiently 10 years ago. You're making me realize why I left the military. So we just got wind of this UC project VIST is working on. What is that all about? I can't tell you much, but let's just say the engineers have almost no requirements and unlimited funds. Trust fund kids, man. Any other contracts like this would be considered a runaway budget and shut down. Does it have a psychoframe? I talked to some of the engineers that are working on psychoframe integration testing. They don't know what they're doing. I'm pretty sure they're creating a weapon of mass destruction. Have we learned anything from Char's rebellion? This is why the psychoframe should be illegal. What is this we? You were in prison during Char's war. You know, for war crimes. Yeah, but I was there in spirit. And my spirit was such a good commander during the battle. That's called cosplaying. Anyways, Anaheim and Vist are always throwing money at one another. It's weird. I guess I'm just not used to people throwing money around. I'm used to people throwing punches. To my face. By the way, I've been meaning to talk to you about Milfy Martha Vist Carbine. Did you just call the Anaheim Electronics mogul a MILF? Londo Bell has reasons to believe that she may be making moves on CM Vist. I'm still hung up on the MILF thing. Listen, Neozeon remnants are working with Anaheim Electronics and they're going to crush you as a competitor. I highly advise that you get out now if you can. See, this is what happens when you have an uncontrolled budget. Londo Bell, Echoes, the Federation, they're not gonna get involved. But, you know, there's always the chance that there is a bastard Vist child out there that gets into a mobile suit and he somehow runs into Bright Noah, who inspires him to become a new type. But what are the odds of that happening? So that thing that you said would happen happened. Now the VIS Foundation doesn't exist. Well, since I am a good friend, I happen to burn all the documents of your termination from Londo Bell and the Federation. Be back in uniform tomorrow. Can I come back as a lieutenant commander? Just be happy I didn't decide to bring you back as an ensign. Whatever. Just make sure there's enough duct tape. So, you actually did it. I know, right? Check it out. I got my wings back. No Minovsky fusion reactor maintenance for this guy anymore. Pretty sure I have cancer. Have you been reassigned yet? Yes, I'm heading down to Earth. Ew, gross. But I'm meeting with your boy, Blizzard Crouton. Are you talking about Buron Blutark? He's not my boy, but he is a good pilot. Yeah, that guy. I'm helping him and his team run tests on the new Ashimar over at Oakland Labs before they head out to Hickory. Apparently they got intel on this new Karaba base. Oh, that was me. We found out that a certain walking thumb of a man was betraying the Federation. Anyways, how's the donut? You really need to stop eating while going into engineering meetings. You know they'll listen to anything you say. And that's how we got the Ashimar. Wait a minute, if you got the intel, then shouldn't your team be going after it? Isn't it in your jurisdiction? Consolidation is a fickle beast. I don't get it. What's the point of you guys stealing power if all you're gonna do is outsource it back to normal EFF anyways? What's the point? Because this way, the money gets filtered into the Titans, where we take a little bit off the top before throwing it back into the system. EFF does the same job with less pay, and I get a good bonus this year. The Titans truly know no bounds. I will be able to redo my kitchen and my master bathroom thanks to your hard effort, so I thank you. Ugh. So, You want to hear how I lost my pilot wings? No one cares about that one time you jerked off in your mobile suit. Article 43, Section 1 of the Mobile Suit Pilot Code of Conduct. No pilot shall achieve orgasm while in the cockpit. I did that. That's gross. You're way too proud of this. I'm gonna turn the other way. I call it franking. I named it after myself. I get it though. I franked in space, got all over the place. Sucks for the people on Earth though. It just goes on the ground. It's not that hard of a cleanup. Stop talking. Hey, are you a part of Karaba? Yeah, man. Can't you tell by my jacket that says Army? So obvious. You guys need to work on your branding. But no, you called us here to help prep the HLV for takeoff. Oh, hey, you must be from AU, or as we like to call it, Space Karaba. We've been waiting for your team. Most of them got held up, but they will rendezvous with us at 0500 tomorrow. Is it true that Quattro Bagina is Shar, the red comet from the 1 Year War? I don't know, man. I'm a part of the Radish crew. I try to stay away from that guy. He kind of makes me uncomfortable. I heard Bright Noah joined the AU recently. Is it true what they say about his slaps? I hear a slap from him can change your whole world. I think it's just an excuse for him to hit children, but what do I know? It produces results. However, one day, he's gonna produce a terrorist, and it's not gonna end well. Commander Hayata was slapped by Bright during the 1 Year War, and now he's a great commander. He slaps us too, but imagine if we got slapped by the senpai. That would just be life-changing. The old White Base crew is becoming a cult just because they were the best during the 1 Year War. Do you ever consider that they were just at the right place at the right time? I swear, this is how religions get started. Are you trying to say that you want to slap me? Because I'm not against it. All right, masochist, this is getting too awkward. Let's just go work on the HLV. You want a cup of coffee before we get started? Oh God, yes, that sounds amazing actually. Come on, I'll take you to the break room. There's just one rule on this base. No donuts. I have an irrational fear about donuts. It's not like donuts are gonna fall out of the sky or something. I know, right? Can you imagine? I think we got him working. Look who's awake. You know, I love space. I spent a lot of my younger days in Von Braun City with my family. I was in Thailand until Odessa Day. That is when I went up into space. I was commander of a small ball squad. You know a thing or two about balls. Dreadful things. I was a ball bomber at Luna 2. Around Christmas, my team was sent to Abawaku to become cannon fodder. Of course, we didn't know at the time. We found scraps on the battlefield, or at least we thought they were scraps. Turns out, they were something on the level of a ball. Of course, we learned after the war that those were called Ogos, and they were piloted by children of Zeon. You know, we lost a lot of good men that day, but knowing that we lost children the same age as my daughter, wait, nope, I have a son, the same age as my son, well, I just couldn't muster up the empathy to care for you Spacenoids anymore. Cute. I have this thing called empathy for my fellow Earthnoids. Isn't that something your precious new types are always talking about? New types, what a silly concept. All I know is the here and the now, and the now tells me that you are harboring battle data. Yes, we know you're from the moon. What we don't know is your data, because it's encrypted. What isn't encrypted inside you for some reason is all of the sports teams that Anaheim Electronics sponsors, including Von Braun and Granada. You're clearly just a corporate shillbot. Hey, if my hard work as a Titan pays off and it gets me a nice, comfy office job in the private sector, I just see that as a win. Besides, the knees don't work too well anymore after the 1 Year War. What am I talking about? You don't have any knees. Listen, let's just cut to the chase. I know you're with Anaheim Electronics. I'm not beholden to EFF. If your people on the moon were willing to give me a nice, comfy six-figure office job, maybe we could work together. What do you say? Yes. What's small? So you just reformatted it to play retro games? Yep. Didn't it have important documents regarding that anti-Federation group? Who knows? Who knows? You? Wasn't that your mission? I'm sure I will find more evidence. Besides, Hado isn't real. I need real evidence. Also, I needed a new model. Do you know how expensive Hados are these days? They were expensive because a kid made a robot and you stole his data and gave it to the private sector to mass produce. Now they're driving up the prices. You did that. Well, I only promised that the price of coffee would go down. You wanna play? Yeah, why not? Grow faster, mustache. I don't like this. So how'd you get access to a Columbus-class ship? I don't want to be that guy, but it's a Columbus-Kai-class ship. You love being that guy. All right, don't tell anyone, but I borrowed it from the Titans Instructor Corps over at Pazoon. Those guys have been so stressed out lately. They're gonna reach a breaking point sooner than later. I promised I would return it by next year. Besides, it's not like they're gonna have some type of civil war or something. They're not getting their shit back. So what are these new units we're taking back the grips? Bask and Jamatov strong-armed Anaheim Electronics into giving them this mobile suit. I'm convinced that this was originally made for the AU. It looks like a fat samurai. What are we calling them? The RMS 108. They're calling it the Marsai. Those are some thick thighs. You're good with these things. You want to take a crack at it? Whoa, 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 whoa. Are you asking me of my professional opinion? I don't think you asked that before. First time for everything, I guess. I feel like you're setting me up for something. But I'm kind of curious about these units, so against my better judgment, I'll help you out. So, did you find out anything? So I tested this bad boy out. It is true, there are some Federation industry standards in this mobile suit, but there are also some design patterns that suggest that this is Xeon made. I guarantee whoever designed this mobile suit, it wasn't made for the Titans or the Federation at all. I bet you Jamatov thought that he got the upper hand on Anaheim Electronics. Little did he know those nerds on the moon had the last laugh. Not only are they working with the AUG, they're totally rubbing it in your face now. Son of a bitch. This isn't going to go well when Bask finds out about this. There is something else you should probably know. It can't get any worse. No, actually something good. You may have struck gold with these mobile suits. I sent it off to the Federation Materials Department, and get this. This is not made with your standard Luna titanium. This is something far lighter and more durable. A new form of Gundarium? I bet you that idiot Jamaicon hasn't even figured it out yet. I could use this to get on Bask's good side. I feel like I know the answer to this, but are you gonna give me or the Materials Department any mention in your report to Bask? And give you some of the glory? No. I knew I shouldn't have helped you. I let my curiosity get the best of me. You gonna mention anything about these mobile suits being AUG in origin? I'm gonna let Jamaicon and Bask figure that one out on their own. Who's piloting the ship? You're Hado. I dragged him out of his mobile suit. He spit on my face and said that I had no spine and no dick. So naturally, I chopped off his dick. And then I stole this flight patch from his pilot suit. Spineless, dickless Xeon soldiers. I met a few of those in my day.
Order number 26, your order's up. Order number 26.
Oh, hey, that's me. Oh, stupid kid. Bernie, oh, idiot. Oh. You ordered food? What's that? Just this dumb thing I took from this kid on New Year's. No big deal. How's the burger? It's not bad. but it's not the same since we had to recall all the beef off of Green Noah 1. Those poor cows. What happened? Mobile suit radiation leak. One of our hangars is next to a cattle ranch. We had to put every single one down. That was a fun Tuesday. So where's the beef coming from? Ugh, Lunatu. They have some of the worst beef. The DNA goes back all the way to the old century. Side 1 has better beef, and they're the white trash of space. You're telling me. So what about you? Do you have any trinkets or memorabilia that you kept from the 1 year war? I have one thing. Is that a Xeon Parliament pen? Yes, this is your typical pen found on Side 3's House of Commons, but it started with a tradition that began with Xeon Daikun. Are you saying that you got that from Azabi? You were there, kind of. It was our cleanup mission at Abawaku after the 3rd Fleet took out the Dolos. Oh yeah, I was grounded because of, reasons. You were too drunk again. I was too drunk again. Crazy how the 1 year war had so many functioning alcoholics. That won't fly today. Anyways, most of the Dolos crew survived that day. One who happened to not survive was Kycilia Zabi. I was drunk, I'm not ignorant of history. Who are you talking to? There I was, on the bridge. All right, I'm just gonna let you monologue. There I was, on the bridge. Kycilia Zabi's head was vaporized right off. The neck wound was cauterized instantly. Is it weird that you're making me hungry for a burger? Before the medical team came in, I saw a twinkle on her uniform. It was this pin. I took it as a souvenir. Not really a trinkets guy, but we just won the war. I needed something to remind me of this victory. If Kycilia was only 24 when she died, why did she look like she was 55 when she died? Why do you think she wore that mask? I know war ages you, but damn. What kind of demons did she have? Unfortunately, we won't know until UC-90, when more intel becomes unclassified. There is a group inside the Federation called FSS that is working to discover some of the Zabi's hidden secrets. Those spoils of war that you've been holding on to, might want to hold on to them. Someone might be coming after him one day. Dude, I have so many random trinkets that my great-grandson is gonna have so many heirlooms, but his friends are gonna call him fascist. Oh sure, you have him because of history.
Hey man, I thought that was a pretty good story.
Thanks, Chef. Oh, you were talking to the McDaniels guy this whole time. Well, now I question why I was here. I'm gonna get a burger. Universal Century 0079. Half of humanity died in 1 week. EFF and Xeon has been in a stalemate for 11 months. A young ensign under my ranks was one of the best pilots of the 12th MS team. The sad bastard got out of his mobile suit to take a piss. When the gorillas got him, I blamed myself. I was able to save the Gundam, but those filthy jungleoids stole my hover truck. Dude, I don't think you could call him that. What? The J word. You know Federation HR is gonna come after you again. You can't call the Earth Pores names anymore. Will you let me finish my story? My bad. Continue your story, which I'm sure is exaggerated. The Gundam's load balancer and the legs were shot. I was going nowhere. I had to wait to get into communication with someone. But you know what that was like during the 1 year war. 12th MS team, come in. 12th, come in. Kojima Battalion, come in. Anyone, come in. Minovsky particles! It's been days and the humidity was starting to get to me. I'm sorry, humidity? Like the stuff that comes out of your shower? It is moisture in the air. How do you not know about humidity? Did it not rain on your colony? No, actually, the Colony Climate Control Bureau made it illegal. Our ancestors really hated rain. New type theory makes no sense to me. We're getting dumber. It's probably why my skin was so dry growing up. Will you shut up and let me finish my story? So, it's been about 1 week. I have about a day's worth of water left. That was when I picked up something. Kojima Battalion, is that you? Come in. Hello?
34th Battalion, divert course through Asia. I repeat, divert course through Asia. Head south through the Indian Ocean. Want you to get out to Somalia, head north towards Odessa. Good luck.
Hello? Hello? 10, 11, 12 Medias. They must be planning an attack or something. Is this why the Kojima Battalion didn't respond? Did they leave me? There was silence, followed by horror.
Any surviving members of the 34th, regroup at Lhasa. Repeat, any surviving members of the 34th, regroup at Lhasa.
Little did I know that the Battle of Odessa was playing out while I was starving in the jungle, watching over this stupid piece of junk. It is kind of crazy that one of the biggest events of the 1 year war happened while you were in the jungle. What happened next? That's pretty much it. 5 hours later, the Kojima Battalion found me. We continued kicking ass for another week until I was sent to Luna 2, where I unfortunately met you. Wait, that's it? That's your entire story? Yep. So your story about Odessa isn't even you being in Odessa? I mean, what's to tell? I wasn't there. So why not call it an I was trapped in Thailand story? You can't call it an Odessa story because it was happening around you. It sounds cooler. I was in the shower when the colony drop happened. I can't tell a story about my shower and then call it my colony drop story. You know how offensive that sounds? Imagine an Odessa veteran hearing that. Well, the two of us could reminisce about old war stories about Odessa. I bet you they wouldn't have a problem saying the J word. Yeah, that tracks. Well, let's hear a better story about your time on Luna 2 during the 1 year war. Okay, this one time, Commandant Joaquin crashed his Magellan-class ship. Hilarious. Everyone was laughing at him for weeks. There's a stupid Titans test team member in a cell next to me. His court date keeps getting pushed back. Every night, I remind him that he's going to die in here. Well, I'm glad you're making friends. I used to call them the Bunny Rabbit team. Rabbits are an inferior mascot. We didn't do too much better. White Dingo? Are you kidding me? It's just a dog. Yeah, Xeon is superior when it comes to the names. Chimera Corps, Red Wolf. Noisy Fairy Squad. I would let them conquer me if you know what I mean. Usually, I would roll my eyes at your attempts at women, but being in jail for so long, I'm right there with you. I'm about to make this Titans test team member my prison bitch. I think his name is Elliard. Anyways, what's going on in the real world? You know I have a gag order and I can't tell you anything until you're released. Come on, you gotta give me something. Okay, you didn't hear this from me, but the AU are stretched to their limits. They only have a few ships remaining, like the Argama, and that was last seen somewhere around Side 1. Besides, Axis has been keeping us really busy. Ha! I bet you they're so stretched thin, they'll resort to using child soldiers. Could you imagine if Axis was taken down by a bunch of children? That would be ridiculous. All right, I have to get going. I'll talk to you later. Don't touch my booze while I'm gone. No, I can't tell him what happened on Pazoon. It's still fresh. A few of his friends were a part of the coup. I can't tell him that his friend just died. Sure, fine, whatever. It's called empathy. It's something that you and Tom don't know too much about. That's why he's in jail, by the way. I don't like that you take things to a philosophical level so quickly. You were better as a retro games emulator. Also, what are you doing with your voice? Stop it. The good news is, I don't have to return the ship that I stole from the Pazoon nerds. Yes, you are. Until Tom gets out of prison, you are my chauffeur. Just be happy you weren't taken in as evidence or reformatted. Will you stop that? Anyway, set course for Granada. Hello? Hello? Shit, is everyone dead? You know, I never thought you would be a spy for Garen. Well, you look exactly like a Caecilia spy, if I'm being honest. So what's the play here? Should we gossip or should we leave work out of this? Let's play it by ear. So you prefer the dress shirt and tie over the turtleneck, huh? Obviously. I'm thinking of switching to the shirt and tie. I just can't keep up with the young pilots anymore. Look at this chin. This is not the chin of a Mav. Definitely doesn't work with the turtleneck anymore. The suit and tie is a classic. It withstood half a millennium as the standard for regal. You might be right, I'm definitely gonna make the switch. Did you see the captain of the Sodom though? She was wearing a one-year war era uniform. What's that all about? Yeah, we really need a standard. I blame the civil war we are secretly having. This reminds me of the Bolshevik Revolution of the old century. What in the Marxist nonsense are you talking about? Two parties vying for power, in this case, both the bourgeoisie, royalty fighting royalty, all in the name of Spacenoids. Idiot, if anything, you replace Spacenoids and it's something closer to National Socialism. People don't like when you bring your uneducated political opinions into this. Well, I don't know anything, but I do know that this is more interesting than complaining about the fandom. Who are you talking to? What fandom? It's just this voice I hear from the other side. Hello? Tragic. What about Cecilia? Tragic. Okay, thank you. What was that about? That was Command HQ. Commander Guerin has been killed by Lady Caecilia. Did you know about this? Don't worry about it. Well, I'm out of a job. Does Lady Caecilia need any more soldiers for her spy network? I'm sure we could find something for you. Just be careful. I have seen Lady Caecilia use that laser gun before. She shoots at dick level. It's crazy that Xeon created a laser gun and never mass produced it. I've only seen Lady Caecilia and Char use it. If the ground troops had that gun during the landing operation, we would have won this war without Char going full Zek Nova. They say he disappeared. I don't quite buy it. Caecilia's colony laser team is composed entirely of contractors. There's this one guy that looks completely like the Red Comet. Are you going to let Lady Caecilia know? She's been on edge lately. Her last 3 assistants were Guerin's spies. I don't want her to shoot me out of paranoia. Yeah, those spies were my subordinates. That was my doing. Well, thanks to you, Lady Caecilia trusts no one and has taken up cooking. It has taken up a lot of her time, so I guess mission accomplished on being very annoying. A minor annoyance plus time leads one to go insane. And I am a patient man. So are you seeing anyone? While spying on Guerin, I met this one engineering officer. We really hit things off. I think she might be the one. I'm gonna go visit her soon. She's stationed over at Abawaku. Well, I'm happy for you. Hello? Excuse me? It's gone? Where did it go? Another what? Okay, thank you. What was this call all about? I wouldn't stress out about it. I think I'm gonna give my girlfriend a call. I wouldn't. Did you hear that Bright is coming to Green Noah 1 tomorrow? They say Amado Ray unlocked his new type potential because of Bright's motivating slaps. Oh, when Bright does it, it's motivating, but when I do it, I have Jag up my ass trying to court-martial me. Yeah, but do your slaps create new types? Besides, it did him no good. He is now captain of a shuttle that escorts the Fetty elite. He went from wartime hero to taxi driver. I hear from Basque that this is by design. They even have the new type hero of the 1-year war confined somewhere on Earth. He has security in— Wait, hold up. What's with that guy? What? I think that guy over there is an AUG member. What makes you think that he's an AUG member? Dude is wearing a Red Federation uniform with the sleeves cut off. That isn't military standard. So what? You're still wearing a 1-year war era uniform. That technically isn't standard. He looks super suspicious. I'm not seeing it. Aren't the Titans debuting a new mobile suit tomorrow? You don't find it a little bit suspicious that a guy like that is lurking around? He's not sneaking around, he's just enjoying a cup of coffee like us. You're being paranoid. Well, at least tell me about these new mobile suits. It's a new Gundam. 3 years of data collection with the Jim Quell has led us to this. We also stole some data from the Hazel. It has the new movable frame. The avionics and the armor has been separated, making it easier for repair. Oh my God, I would have loved to have something like that during the 1-year war. Okay, he is definitely listening in on our conversations. That dude is a spy. Will you just let it go? I have too much to worry about for tomorrow's debut. I'm just saying it's odd that Dr. Murasame only clones the lolis. Hey, look. A mobile suit crashed into the MP building. Is that your new Gundam? Yeah, I'm sure it's that idiot Jared in the cockpit. I told you that guy was a spy. Now's not the time to gloat. Here, you'll need this. There's always time to gloat, bitch. "100 meters southwest. Through that corridor, you will find the central control system." You should see a bag nearby. It should be inside. Target found. Yep, looks like a bomb connected to a microcontroller. Hold on. I'm gonna try to crack in. Try to brute force. All right, I'm in. How did you do that so quickly? The username was admin and the password was password. People always resort to defaults. I didn't think the AUG was this incompetent. Ew. What's wrong? Get this, they're using Xeon Linux. Why do all you engineers do this? It's just an operating system. It's just an operating system? It's just an operating system. I'll have you know, choosing the right operating system is the difference between life and death on the battlefield. Asking someone which operating system is like asking what God do they believe in. Here we go. It's a philosophy that one adheres to. It's something that, oh shit, the countdown just started on the timer. Why did you just let me babble on for so long? Are you kidding me? It's your fault, you triggered me. Focus. There's 2 minutes left on the timer, give me 1 minute. All right, I deleted the operating system, but it didn't stop the bomb, which means we can't do this with software. We gotta go in. All right, which wire do I cut? All right, I'm looking at your camera feed right now. You're going to have to cut the gray wire. I'm sorry, did you just say gray wire? Tell me, what's the color of the other wire? Obviously red. We're in the middle of a bomb threat and you just found out that you're blue-yellow colorblind? I've no idea what you're talking about. Hato, do I cut the blue wire? Si, senor. Why'd you change Hato's language settings? I can learn new things. Shut up. All right. Bomb is deactivated. Thanks, Hato. De nada. All right, mission complete. Beer's on me. I hate you so much. Oh, hey, a bomb went off near Von Braun. You think all this was just a distraction? I said mission complete. There's a chair here, so naturally I feel like I should stand. I kid. I'll sit. Please watch the video. We will get back to you when you are finished. Sounds good. Pushing the possible. Defining the future. Anaheim girls. Achieving freedom through technological advancement. We are Anaheim Electronics. Welcome and congratulations on your first step towards greatness as you become an Anaheim Electronics employee. Remember, leave your conscience at the door because here we cater to the highest bidder. I like money. Our managing director, O'Sullivan, will lead us into the future. Oh hey, that's the guy who blew his brains out. I guess Anaheim Electronics didn't update their videos. Our Von Braun offices cater to excellence in Federation standards. Remember, the Federation's desire for bureaucracy just means you can charge more for your contracts. Work smarter, not harder. Meanwhile, at Granada, we cater to the highest bidder, and we don't ask questions. Whether it be the AUG, Xeon Remnants, or your run-of-the-mill terrorist, we will do whatever you need. Don't forget, Granada is home to many former Xeonic employees. If you find yourself working at Granada, keep your mouth shut. As an Anaheim Electronics employee, you get access to AE credit. Let us handle your money for you. We are Anaheim Electronics. We put military-industrial complexes from the past to shame. There is just one rule here. Under no circumstances can you fraternize with your employees. And that is why I remained in the military. So you turned down a high-paying job that you could have rode out for the rest of your life to have sex with some employees? It's not just sex, it's love. We start wars over women like that. I'm not giving that up. I guess I just don't get it. I think you put these women on a pedestal. You lack passion in your life. My passion comes from serving my fellow Earthnoids. Maybe you lack patriotism in your life. I think you may be right. From this day forward, I'm putting everything into my work.
I'm going to the bridge. Continue running diagnostics. Don't mess around. What the? Who put these boxes here?
You okay?
兄さん、どこにいるの？
静かにしてください。
ない。待つのに疲れた。
まだ時間がない。
彼を殺す。彼を殺す。
嫌だ。フェンクさんは役に立つ。役に立つ。
木星帝国は立ち上がるだろ。ジグクロックス。ジグクロックス。ジグクロックス。
うるさいよ。早すぎる。もう40年になりません。
40年か？
Sí, señor. Ve a desactivar.
メキシコ人がない。
Hecho en México. Puta.
Otto, I left my gun down here. Don't touch it.
Rápido.
40年また会いましょう。ジグクロックス。ジグクロックス。
It was stolen. What do you mean it was stolen? I imagine they used pulse thrusters. No, I mean, wasn't there any men posted there? Fifth Luna is a husk of its former self. You think the Federation is gonna waste resources on that? No, there's one person guarding Fifth Luna, Luna 3, and Luna 4. Talk about being stretched too thin. What is with the Federation and their spending lately? It makes no sense. This is why I had no problem taking money off the top when I was a Titan. At least I had fun with it. Modern day Fedi officers just funnel money to their Nepo babies that will one day, unfortunately, run Parliament. I swear there's something going on. Did you hear of Oxner and Gop's secret war about a coup a few years ago? Yeah, now Oxner is setting himself up to be Prime Minister. Something fishy is definitely going on. Too bad there's nothing we can do about it. Londo Bell is a joke. We are a neutered special forces team because of you and the Titans. They won't let us do anything for fear of creating a new you. There's only one me. Now I can't even take a piss without Fedi HQ signing off on it. Meanwhile, the Manhunters get new equipment, new mobile suits, and state-of-the-art weapons. Maybe I should transfer to the Manhunters. So you think Oxner and Gop has something to do with the Manhunters' budget? No, something tells me those two are pro-immigration and want to let Spacenoids return to Earth, albeit a little premature. If those two get their way, I bet you the Manhunters will cease to exist. But who knows when that will happen. Well, I, for one, love working for Londo Bell. We barely do any work and we get full Fedi benefits. It was the lane I was born to live in. Plus, Bright and the Rock-High Loom team does most of the work anyways. They're the ones who are dealing with Fifth Luna. I can't believe Shar is still alive. And he really hates us. Most of Londo Bell consists of former AU members. And he is pissed. Well, except for you. You might be the only Titans member that reintegrated back into the Federation. Most of them just took a shotgun to the face. Cowards, every last one of them. Anyways, I would cancel your trip to HQ. We are most certainly going to get called in. Holy shit, we're actually going to work. Huh, that's a first. Sucks I'm gonna have to cancel my trip to Lhasa, though. I can't believe you started dating again. I thought I was cursed. Every person I dated ended up dying horrifically of a weapon of mass destruction. At the end of the day, you have to realize that things are simply out of your control. Tell that to the golden child, Amado Ray. But I'm happy you're getting out there. Thanks, she's a Federation nurse. Completely different from the engineering types I'm used to dating. Did you know that people actually care for each other in relationships instead of competing with one another? Wild. I lost track of how many families I've had. Anyways, Lhasa can wait. Who turned on the sun? It's so hot in here. The weather forecast said it was supposed to be a nice autumn breeze today.
I hate Londinian. Nothing ever goes right here. So you're heading to Industrial 7 for a few weeks, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna teach a 6-week course on orbital mechanics.
I'm sure they will love entering Earth's atmosphere for the first time.
No live drops will be happening, unfortunately. Anaheim Electronics built their own Earth reentry simulator. Even I tried it and almost threw up. I feel bad for the janitor, man. He's gonna have to clean up after all these kids. Whew.
Kids these days. When I was doing drop missions during Garmazabi's Earth invasion, our CO said good luck and pushed us out. I still remember my good buddy Yang. Poor guy, he was off by 1 degree and burned during re-entry.
Well, I'm gonna make sure their margin of error is less than 1 degree so they don't have to be put in that position.
I don't know, seeing a comrade die before my eyes was a pretty motivating factor if you ask me.
It also isn't the 1-year war anymore. Half these kids are going into civilian roles. It isn't that extreme. But I will give you this one thing. Most of these kids don't seem motivated or driven.
I knew it.
I sat in on a class and they were all on their hottos. I think we made space navigation too easy for people.
Maybe you should just date again. Every time that happens, there's a colony drop or some form of genocide. That'll get these kids into shape.
I refuse to date anyone and acknowledge that curse that has been brought up upon me.
I met an old Xeon skipper while in jail who mentioned his CO, who was plagued by demons of the Gundam during the 1-year war. I think his name was Flanagan Boone. You never want to go full Boone.
My real concern are the rumors about this UC project everyone's talking about. Have you heard of this?
I heard about the incident in UC-94, where Xeon remnants stole some mobile suits from Anaheim Electronics.
It is related, but the relationship between Anaheim Electronics and the Feddies seem to be going sour, so they're getting into the colony building business. Or so I hear.
Yeah, Bright has been looking more and more into Mommy Martha's relationship with Darcia Baccarat's son.
Will you stop calling her mommy? It's weird because her name shows up on my checks.
Stop taking money from people who are potentially working with Xeon scum.
I took all of my Federation leave time off just to take a side gig teaching. Not all of us funneled money from the Titans into an off-planet bank account.
I did do that. All my other assets got seized when I went to prison.
You were rich and you returned to the military because, and I quote, the love of the game. I think you may be a psychopath.
It's called passion.
Well, can your passion figure out this conspiracy between Anaheim Electronics and Xeon Remnants? Maybe I could get a class action lawsuit going.
You ever think about working harder?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. I just hear the sounds of children dying from all that G3 blood money in your pockets.
You hear that too? I thought it was just me. Besides, if we take down AE, it will just mean less money for you.
Anaheim Electronics isn't going anywhere. What, you think some Black Swan event's gonna come in and change the game, and then another company's gonna come in and dominate the market? Get out of here. You're dumb. That's stupid. You're stupid. Kuraba is just a splinter cell hiding in the shadows. Us AUG are actually out there putting our lives on the line. Your missions are successful because of the intel we provide. Well, we have the Gundam. Both the Mark II and the Zeta are superior to your arsenal. You may be rocking the Gundams, but we have Amado and his DJ. You may have the Golden Boy, but we have this little autistic girl that may surpass him one day. Plus, we have Quattro. Or Char? I don't know what he's going by these days. Ugh, that asshole. If Quattro told the world that Char was alive earlier, Jose would still be alive. Who's Jose? I will avenge you, Jose. Well, there is one thing we can both agree on. We both beat the shit out of child soldiers who don't know the full weight of war. Hell yeah. Are they aware we could hear them?
I don't think so.
Are we gonna do something about that? Are you kidding?
We're on leave. Someone else can handle this.
Why'd you make me take time off?
Yeah, about that. How do you feel about returning to the Lunar 2 orbital fleet?
Those assholes? Well, I guess it wouldn't be so bad now that Joaquin isn't in command. That dude was such a dick during the 1-year war.
Well, I have some good news and some bad news.
What did you do?
I am saving your life. You're gonna get a call from Command HQ telling you to report to Luna 2 after your leave.
Okay. What about Green Noah 1?
Yeah, that's the bad news. You can't go back there. There is a battle happening as we speak. It's probably the AUG's final push.
What the hell? All my stuff is on grips.
Just a heads up, Jamatov Hyman has been dead for a few weeks now. Bask has been keeping it hush-hush.
This is why you told me to take this week off?
Yeah, I learned about the AUG's Operation Maelstrom a few weeks back and started planning our escape. Bask didn't even get me an Alexandria-class ship like I asked for. So I withheld vital information from him. I could help the Titans win the war, but screw it.
So let me get this straight. I could have died in a glorious battle and you took that away from me.
See, this is why I tried to save your life. You're always trying to kill yourself in battle.
I could have been with my comrades and my 4 ex-fiancés. Why won't you let me die?
Oh, come on, dying is no fun. We need more one-year war veterans with nothing to lose.
I just want the bad thoughts to go away.
There's no doubt that Command HQ is gonna come down hard on all the Titans. Considering how much money I took off the top, there's no doubt they're not gonna come after me.
So I guess this is goodbye then. Well, it's been, Oh, he's gone. What an asshole. Oh, hey, he left a note. Don't touch my booze. Huh. Oh. Would you look at that? Saberfish team, let's do this.
Saberfish 1, why aren't you in your pilot suit?
The red comet is out there. I can feel it in my balls.
Saberfish 1, we don't acknowledge new types, nor do we accept the feeling in your balls. But you are clear to take off after Joaquin's Magellan.
Roger that, Looney 2. What was that explosion?
Saberfish 1, it looks like Joaquin's Magellan blew up and blocked the entrance. Stand by, please.
On second thought, I'm gonna put my pilot suit on.
This is a Minovsky Craft drill bit. It is able to drill through Luna titanium.
How long do you think it's gonna take to drill through your head?
Good morning, Kojima Battalion. Thanks to the success of Operation Odessa, Earth once again belongs to the Federation. Pack your bags, boys. We're going home.
Finally, we're heading back to space. Not you, though. So you're the new commander, huh?
Yeah, so if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask.
Why do I get an erection once I hit 3 Gs?
I'm sorry, what?
When I hit 2 Gs, nothing happens. But when I hit 3 Gs, bam, instant erection.
What's that about?
That's your first question for me?
Usually people just ask where I was last stationed.
Listen, we're 200 meters away from the med bay, and you asked if I had any questions.
Weirdo? I really hate that guy.
So I heard about Amado's new Gundam under development at Anaheim Electronics.
Yeah, it's new Gundam.
Obviously it's a new Gundam, but what's its name?
New Gundam.
Fine, don't tell me the name of this new Gundam.
Ugh, I hate you so much.
Shouldn't you be in jail?
Why are you showing me these assholes? They led us on a wild goose chase for 30 years.
We don't need to destroy them. We need them on our side.
Ugh. 3 decades and we are still drinking Axis service coffee. God, I hate this stuff. God, I hate this place. Yeah.